It's Tuesday, June 10th. The New York markets are open, and today's big number, get this, $2.2 billion. By some news accounts and estimates, that's how much Vice Media is worth. What do you say, Vice Media? It's valued on the $1 billion stake Time Warner is reportedly trying to buy in the new digital media company. Hello, everyone. I'm Michelle Franzen in New York. Here with the details, Mike Santoli of Yahoo Finance. First of all, Mike, give us an idea. Many people may not know who and what Vice Media is all about.
Sure, yeah. Vice started out as kind of a maverick music magazine years ago, and it's developed into kind of a multimedia company with some news, very edgy news, youth-focused news. They do things like news events, also kind of a music platform that they have, also an ad agency inside. So it's sort of a self-styled kind of media company focused on younger people, pop culture, to some degree sports and news, that tries to kind of give information in a form that sort of younger consumers are accustomed to getting it.
And people may not know they know about Vice Media, but perhaps Vice is best known for honchoing that unforgettable trip to North Korea by Dennis Rodman. Take a look here of what that was all about. So why would Time Warner want in? What does this deal do for Time Warner?
Well, like pretty much all the large established media companies, they're trying to figure out how to crack the code on the youth viewership, basically cohort that doesn't really consume media in traditional ways. Obviously the general news viewing audience is down. People are not sort of sitting in front of their TVs and taking what's given to them anymore. It hasn't been that way for a long time. Younger people prefer to get things when they want it, how they want it, on whatever device they want it. And I think they also want content that sort of stands out from the rest of what's being offered out there. And that might be more attitude, it might be more opinion, it might be, you might call them news stunts like the North Korea trip. So that's the idea, that basically trying to tap into this kind of youth culture in a way that seems very hard for large established media companies to do organically from the inside. Sort
of an alternative outlet. The news comes just a short time after Time Warner officially spun off Time Inc., the magazine company. Time Magazine is out, Vice Media is in. Is this a sign of the new media age, the shifting that continues to go on?
Sure, yeah. It obviously is a recognition of exactly what was yesterday and what might be tomorrow. So, Time Inc., it's still a viable business, still a dominant magazine, digital magazine these days, publisher in many big categories, but not growing, has a somewhat older customer base and advertiser base. And so Time Warner, having shed that kind of old media business, one of them anyway, is probably going to have to justify itself as a growth business. Now, obviously, Time Warner has Warner Brothers Studios, HBO. They're very familiar with creating kind of popular, buzzy content on some level, but they don't really have something on the news side that they've figured out. Obviously, CNN's gone through many revamps, and none of them have necessarily kind of prevented the audience decline that we've seen across news media.
Also, Time Warner has a little bit of room to play with. So Mike Santoli from Yahoo Finance, thank you for joining us.
All right.
You can, of course, keep up with the latest headlines right here on abcnews.com. You've been watching The Big Number. I'm Michelle Franzen in New York.